Love being able to dodge the speed humps. Tires, tires, tires. Tires, tires. It's tire time. It's time to talk about tires. Oh, it's tire time. Okay. Hey guys, it is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Richmond, Virginia, mid-January, and it's about 50. You get up into the mid-50s today. Perfect riding weather if you've got the right gear, and I do. And we get these in Virginia. And so, as those of you who watch this channel regularly know, just bought an R6. What am I doing on the FC07? Do you want to break that knee ride in, Leonine ship? What's wrong with you, man? Well, there's nothing wrong with me. And as much as I would love to be breaking in that new R6. It is not quite ready to be broken in. There's things about a bike that when you ride it on a test drive that you won't ride, you will not notice, that once you get it home and give it the full inspection, pull the fairings off, start looking at it, really looking at it, that you'll find. One thing that I did miss though that I wanted to share with you guys that I didn't think about, my tire inspection, I walk up, the tires have 1,600 miles on them. They look fine. And so, okay, well that's one thing I don't really need to worry about. I checked to make sure that they weren't installed backwards or had some crazy tread wear pattern on them that would indicate a problem with the wheel alignment. And there's nothing like that. So I moved on, and I didn't think about this. This is a 2012 bike. Actually, it's a 2011. So those tires were put on that bike in 2011. Well, it's 2016 now. And the stock tires on the R6 are not good tires to begin with. They're not horrible, but they're not good. I don't know that anybody would choose to put those on their sport bike. I'm sure somebody would, but you get my point. I didn't want to get on this bike and get out riding around and testing its limits and lose traction and have an accident because of 4-year-old tires being on my bike. It just seemed like a crazy risk. So I went ahead and ordered me a set of Pilot Power 3s. This is a great time of year to buy tires. I got them with free same-day shipping, $240 for a set of 180 55s, 120 70. Pilot Road 3 is a really good tire that's a great street tire and a doable track tire. You know, well, the oil's only got 1,600 miles on it. Well, like the tires, the oil is aged, and so the spark plugs. I think the air filter is going to be fine, and I have to look at that to get to the spark plugs anyway. Pretty much giving it a 4,000 mile servicing well ahead of time. And what I'll probably do at, well, and you wouldn't be changing the plugs at that point. And what I'll probably do is go ahead and resume the normal service interval at 8,000 and do the plugs again anyway. I just, they are a pain in the ass on the R6, but and they did some pretty annoying stuff like taking the, when they took the fairings off to do the oil change, they, I guess they didn't have the right rivets laying around the shop. I don't know. They put these weird rivets in there that don't even have the center push thing in them. So the only way I could remove them was to like take some snips and snip the head of them off. And that's no big deal. I was able to get them off fine, but then I had to go find 6mm rivets, and I found some. The dealership charges $4 a piece. Although they paid dearly for that $4 rivet sale because they got an earful from me. So anyway, yeah, so little stuff like that. I mean, it just, when you get a used bike, you really got to go through it head to toe. If you don't know how to do that, you know, I guess you need to have a relationship with a mechanic that you trust. I'll just say this, like, I don't think it's that big a deal to work on bikes. I was a complete sort of Nimrod about bikes when I bought my first one, so I've learned everything I know about working on bikes in the last 18 months, and it's just not that hard. There's parts of them that are difficult and intimidating, and you certainly don't want to screw up your bike. But if you know somebody that knows what they're doing, that you can sort of phone a friend and get them to come in and jump in if you get stuck or scared or whatever, then just think it's a great part of bike ownership to do your own maintenance. And you can see what not knowing how to do your own maintenance did to this guy's bike. Like simple things like the underside fairings, where the tailpiece slides in. They'd slid it on, but they'd let the little grooves that are clearly supposed to go up underneath the, like where the seat fairing is, were sticking out. And I didn't notice it because the stock fender was so hideous. I really didn't see anything but that under the bike. So I've gotten a bunch of that stuff fixed. And I've ordered a bunch of parts. So I'm thinking, between all the stuff I've got to do, oh, and I'm flushing the coolant and putting some engine ice in there, just because the coolant's 4 years old, and I think it could use a good flush at this point. So, anyway, I'm figuring it's probably going to take me 10 days to get all this stuff done. I got 2 buddies locally who have all the stuff you need to do the tires, and it's not that hard. And as many tires as I go through, that's probably saved me $500 while I've owned bikes. Doing them myself, although not really myself. I do get help with that, but not paying a mechanic, you know, paying a buddy a casing England or whatever. So anyway, that's the update on the R6. I am definitely looking forward to riding it, but the good news is I've got Gertha all set up for winter riding, so I'm probably going to be riding her in cold temperatures anyway. Because while that bike's getting worked on, and this is part of my 2-bike strategy, don't mind that double yellow, man. That thing's more of a guideline than a rule. And so is that lane marker on the right. Yeah, this was part of my 2-bike strategy, was having the FC and an R6, so that if I want to do something to one of my bikes, it's no big deal. I'm not without a bike. I'm not stressing out. I can still ride. I can still ride a great bike. Bird was awfully close.